And now an Eyewitness News special report. We investigate a medical trend that affects the most vulnerable, newborn babies.
It's a choice about childbirth with some serious risks and consequences. Eyewitness News reporter Carol Ferguson investigates.
Well, we discovered too many families choose to have their babies early, but we also found out experts now say even if that is just a couple weeks early, there are dangers. Families need to know more about this, so we went to local doctors and hospitals. When that new baby comes into the world is vital. If it's too soon,
it was scary. So we try to keep him in as long as possible.
Amanda Gonzalez cuddles Azariah.
3 pounds, 8 ounces.
She went into labor very early because of medical complications. It's when mothers elect to have babies early, that's an increasing worry.
We know that 2 to 2.5% of babies are delivered by elective delivery.
That's scheduled for no medical reason, says Dr. Madhu Bogle, who leads the special unit at Memorial Hospital. We got data from the March of Dimes showing early births higher in Kern County than the state average. In 2006, those were 12.8% of the births here, compared to 10.7% for California.
9 and 10.
So what is an early birth? Pregnancy isn't exactly what you thought of as 9 months.
It's 10 4-week months, or 280 days, or 10 28-day months.
Dr. Kurt Finberg told me pregnancy is 40 weeks. The focus of the new concern is babies delivered from 37 to 39 weeks.
For years, it was thought that it was not a problem, that it didn't create a risk, but it does.
We look at an ultrasound. If baby is delivered 2 or 3 weeks sooner,
about 40% of the brain development occurs in those last 2 weeks.
Health officer Dr. Claudia Jonah says other problems could be
their lungs may not be properly developed.
Even if they didn't die, they would have disabilities.
We found a national vital statistics report. The number of these early births has gone up 36% in the last 20 years. Some reports say most of that is due to C-sections. Local numbers? If you look at C-sections that are not medically necessary, from 2005 through 2007, at San Joaquin Hospital there were 8 for every 100 of these births. Memorial and Delano 10, KMC 11 per 100 births, Mercy 14, and Ridgecrest 22. With a C-section there is increased risk to the mother, even death. We tracked down local stats from the state on mothers' deaths linked to C-sections. The Office of State Health Planning and Development reports in 2005 no deaths here like this. In 2006, 1 death at KMC was related to a C-section. In 2007, 1 death was reported at each KMC and Mercy. In 2008, 2 mothers' deaths related to C-sections happened at Delano Regional. In 2009, no deaths like this. The problem? Too many babies born too soon. But we discovered the problem is being addressed, and it's important.
Keep your baby in as long as possible. A week means a world to them.
Now, we also asked why are more babies being born early. We'll have that coming up at 5:30. Plus, we'll show you what is being done here to change this trend and help protect moms and tiny babies. Back to you.
We're investigating the problem of early childbirths when there's no medical need.
As we showed you earlier in this newscast, it is a problem with serious health risks. Why does it happen and what is being done? Eyewitness News reporter Carol Ferguson shows us.
Well, we found reports showing babies have been delivered on average 7 days earlier over the last 20 years. It's been a problem in California and even worse here in Kern County. But we discovered changes are underway to reduce the number of babies born even a couple weeks before Mother Nature intended. Premature babies filled this unit at Memorial Hospital.
You have a better chance of not having to go through a lot emotionally, and to see your child go through this and you feel helpless.
Tiny Azariah was born very early. Amanda Gonzalez says there were medical complications. The concern, though, is babies born early by choice through induced labor or C-section. Why would a baby be delivered too early?
There's a common feeling in late pregnancy that, yes, they're tired of being pregnant and want to get delivered sooner.
Maybe they want family members there at a certain time.
An even more troubling reason?
There's also concerns that possibly because maybe the reimbursement for a surgical delivery rather than a natural delivery is a little bit more, that could play into.
Some reports say C-sections cost twice what regular births do.
We really would want ideally for women to be pregnant for 40 weeks before they deliver, but definitely 39 if possible.
Health Officer Dr. Claudia Jonas says the few weeks just before the 39th are called late preterm. We found stats from the March of Dimes. For 2006, in Kern County, 9.2 of the births were late preterm. In the state, 7.7%.
Our belief was that if you delivered after 37 weeks, 95% of the time your baby would be just fine.
But that thinking has changed, says Dr. Kurt Finberg. Now, local hospitals have changed their policies about elective birth.
You have to have a medical condition that would dictate that you needed to be delivered earlier in order to deliver before 39 weeks.
9 and 10.
That is the new policy. Births earlier than 39 weeks must have a medical reason at these hospitals: Memorial, Mercy, San Joaquin, Kern Medical Center, and Ridgecrest Regional.
Our late preterm births are much reduced.
The new policy has changed things. Dr. Madhu Bogle directs the neonatal intensive care unit at Memorial. Before the new policy, she heard from parents who chose an early delivery.
I know it's hard when, you're late pregnancy and you want to just get the baby out, but it's important that, they stay, because mom is the best incubator.
They want to reverse the trend and see more babies born at the right time. Gonzalez had no choice. For moms who do,
Those extra weeks, they just mean like the world to the little ones.
now Gonzalez's tiny baby is doing okay, but again, she wants to warn moms who do have a choice about when baby arrives. And Dr. Bogle told me she is very glad that the word is getting out on this. Families need to know more. And we have more information for you on this investigation. Go to our website, bakersfieldnow.com. Back to you.